So this is the third part on our previous dog. Just before I begin, I will put a trigger warning on here. I know some of you are very sensitive. Some of you have lost a pet recently. Our deepest condolences. So if this is not the right video for you, or if it brings up too much, please feel free to pause the video, watch something else. And I'll put a disclaimer in the description box below as well. So let me give you a few seconds to click out. Okay, so we did our due diligence. We got our previous dog directly from the owner who had this dog for over a year, and a family friend vouched for them. So just to put that out there, because I know some of you just want to put the you have an itchy finger and you want to write down, well, obviously you were scammed. 14 and a half years. Another car coming. 14 and a half years. No problems with this dog. No health problems. We did our due diligence. We paid back the previous owner because we knew they paid over $1,000 for this Terrier Chihuahua mixed puppy. We knew they had this dog for a year, so they spent thousands of dollars on this dog, and we can't just accept the dog for free. It doesn't work that way. Nobody gives away their dog for free. So we paid them back as best we could, and we did more than the best. We did the due diligence since we got the dog. Even though they said, yeah, she's vaccinated, she's been spayed, she's been trained. She's got her dog license. We still took the dog to the vet, and we told our vet, anything that's wrong with this dog, we need you to be transparent. We need you to be open, honest with us, and we will do whatever it takes to take care of this dog. So we did everything up to the dogs. We had her for 14 and a half years, no problem. We did our due diligence. The previous owners did their due diligence. And then the last 6 months of her life, I think part of it was we were in denial because nothing, we took our dog to the vet. The vet says nothing is wrong with this dog. But for some reason, 14 and a half years after we adopted this dog, I think at this point she's like 15 and a half years old, she developed just one bad thing after another, bad breath, which is typical, once you get a dog that's like 3 years old or so, no matter how hard you brush your teeth, no matter how often you take the dog to the vet to get their teeth cleaned, they're going to develop bad breath. At first we didn't think anything of it. We're like, no, we'll just brush your teeth more. So, but it kept getting worse, and all of a sudden we noticed after she walks for a few steps, she's really, really tired. And she needs us to pick her up and carry her the rest of the way home. And at that point, then we're like, okay, we cannot keep our head in the sand. Something is wrong. So we finally took her to the vet, and the vet gave us the worst news. The dog, her teeth are just completely, either they're missing or they're chipped or they're badly decayed, and she has a life-threatening heart condition. And the vet, obviously, I do appreciate the fact that the vet was very open and honest. This dog needs surgery, but there is a very real chance that she will, not make it not survive the surgery. She will not make it off the operating table. So we told the vet, just as thank you for being open and honest with us, we need to talk to our family before we do anything. So we went home. We told our family. We really thought long and hard. I know most of you will probably just take the dog to the vet, but at the same time, this is like the worst possible news. She may not make it to the surgery, so we thought, okay, if we put her through surgery, she lives a couple more months, that's great, right? But devil's advocate, The veterinarian was open and honest with us. There's a very real chance she's not going to wake up in surgery. If that happens, would we be able to live with ourselves? And all of us, we said no. We cannot. If you consent to surgery, the dog dies not bringing your table, we could have had her for at least a couple more months. We would not be able to forgive ourselves. And we would spend the rest of our lives without the dog. So I know some of you would say, no, just go for the surgery. The dog dies on the table, then that's that. But when you had the dog for 14 and a half years, you can't just make that kind of decision. In our family, we decided we're not going to go through surgery, but what can we do to even just slightly improve the quality of our dog's life? So we took the dog back to the vet, let them know. They're like, okay, I respect your decision. You need to sign these forms, because either way, you have the surgery, you sign forms, making sure that you're on the same page as the doctor. Because unfortunately, there are people out there for looking for an easy buck. Not to say that all dog owners are like that, but when push comes to shove, some people do hire a lawyer and they go through that legal process. So we signed the forms, letting them know, yes, we do understand. We don't do surgery. We're basically cutting our dog's life short. Either way, surgery, she might not even make it off the table. So we signed the document. The veterinarian gave us some very soft food because the dog's teeth are so bad. Soft dog food, so at least she can chew something, get at least some nutrients out of it. The doctor also gave us some painkillers. So whenever the dog is whimpering, or really not moving much, you can give her some pain medicine. And then we had the dog for this was like July, August. Dog passed away in January, so we had the dog for about 6 months, give or take a few months, a couple of months here and there. And and the dog passed away in our arms. She didn't die on the table. She didn't, because we even with the anesthesia, depends on the anesthesia. Maybe the dog might have felt pain during surgery. We could not live with ourselves. So the dog died in our arms at home, where she should be.